Bro, have you ever seen a DEX that can offer leverage up to 1001 times? Well, the project is called ASTER, and it's crazy it was launched and immediately went viral everywhere, from Twitter to local crypto groups. But behind the hype, many also say that ASTER is a ticking time bomb, ready to explode. So today, I will thoroughly dissect what exactly is ASTER, why is it so popular, and whether this project is worth investing in or just dangerous. For those just hanging out on this channel, I'm Anton, and here I always discuss crypto in a relaxed style, street logic but still data-driven. I'm not teaching you to get rich instantly, but I help you understand what you're buying. So, are you ready? Let's talk about ASTER. ASTER in brief is DEX, or decentralized exchange, but the way it operates is different from most DEXs, you know. Usually DEXs are only for spot trading, buying and selling tokens like on Uniswap or PancakeSwap. Well, ASTER combines two worlds, the spot market and the perpetual market. So you can trade on margin and futures directly on the blockchain. And this is what makes people excited. You can open positions with leverage up to 1001 times. Yeah, benar ribuan kali, bro. If you're used to trading on Binance futures, it feels similar. But the difference here is there's no Binance boss. It means all transactions run on the blockchain, using smart contracts, not controlled by a single company, supposedly fully decentralized. But you know yourself, bro, the word decentralization in the crypto world can sometimes be half-hearted. The front end can still be controlled by them, API servers can still go down, and governance tokens can still be monopolized by a few whales. So don't just trust 100% before you see what's inside. What makes ASTER look different from other DEX are its features. Hidden orders. You can place orders without them being visible on the public order book, so no bots can peek at your position and front-run you. Anti-Mavy and front-running protection. This is a classic problem on DEX. Sometimes you've clicked buy, but a bot copies your transaction and raises the price first. On ASTER, they say they already have a system to protect you from that. Multi-chain support. It doesn't just operate on one chain. It supports cross-network platforms like Arbitrum, BNB chain, and Ethereum. That means you can trade from anywhere, not locked into one ecosystem. Looking at the concept, this is a very ambitious project. I understand why, when launched in September 2025, the media immediately buzzed. Just imagine, a new DEX, crazy features, leverage as high as the sky, plus rumors of being listed on major exchanges. All the materials to make a hype coin are there. The only issue is, are all those promises really going to happen or just marketing? According to the data I found, bro, ASTER is not a fly-by-night project that appeared out of nowhere. It is the result of a merger between two old teams, Asterus and APX Finance. These two names were already quite well known in the DeFi world. Asterus focuses more on liquidity systems and risk management for DEXs, while APX Finance has experience in perpetual trading and developing smart contract yang bisa berjalan pada beberapa rantai secara bersamaan. The combination of these two teams makes ASTER seem to have a pretty solid technical foundation, not a sudden project. They bring a pretty interesting concept, trade and earn. So besides regular trading, your capital can also generate yields. The analogy is like this, bro. You open a position, but while that position is active, your collateral is also used for staking or liquidity pools. This means you're not only fighting for trading profits, but also earning extra from saving money in their system. This is a very sweet concept on paper. It can attract two types of users at once, traders and yield farmers. At its first listing on Bybit, ASTER immediately got a big stage. Bybit already has a strong reputation among active traders, so it's understandable that the hype immediately caught fire from there. Not to mention rumors about being listed on Binance because CZ, former CEO of Binance, once tweeted about ASTER and said the project was very interesting. Just one tweet, bro, but the effect was extraordinary. The price immediately rose, trading volume exploded, and the community started talking a lot about ASTER everywhere. From there, you can guess yourself. The hype immediately exploded. Telegram groups became lively. Influencers started creating content, and many traders FOMO because they felt, wow, this is going to be the future DEX. In fact, as we often discuss, bro, quick hype is a double-edged sword. It could be the gasoline that propels the project to rise quickly, but it could also be the fire that burns if market expectations are not met. I was really surprised, bro. Just a few days after the release, open interest in ASTER skyrocketed by over 30,000%, a figure rarely seen in the DeFi world. Usually, it takes months for a new project to gain that kind of attention, but ASTER only needed a matter of days. Apa itu? Many traders immediately jumped to this platform to open positions, whether out of curiosity or to chase airdrops and initial bonuses. Not only that, its TVL, or total value locked, also surpassed $2 billion in a short period. Imagine, a new project, less than a month old, already has that much funds dormant in their system. Usually, figures like this are only achievable by big names like Uniswap, DYDX, or GMX. And now ASTER suddenly appeared out of nowhere, disrupting the top ranks of DEX. That's why many people immediately think, wow, this is going to be the next big thing. Many professional traders switch to ASTER because they say the fees are lower, the execution is faster, and it doesn't easily get delayed like other DEX. Some also say that trading experience there is as smooth as CEX, but with the feel of a DEX. Isn't that slogan cool? But you know yourself, bro. A good slogan doesn't necessarily mean the reality is that sweet. So, here comes an important question. Are all these surges really because of strong fundamentals or just mass FOMO? Because in crypto, sharp surges in a very short time usually have two possibilities. One, either the project is truly revolutionary, or two, the community is overhyped and many are just riding the wave to make quick profits. And if you notice, phenomena like this have happened before. From SUIMANTA to BLUR, it was like this too. Crazy rise at the start, then gradually losing momentum. So for ASTER, big numbers are not a guarantee. Kadang-kadang, angka-angka itu hanya tanda bahwa pasar sedang dalam euforia. Okay bro, to be fair, we can't just look at the dark side. Let's first discuss the positive aspects, because honestly, ASTER has some really cool features compared to other DEX. First, the advanced features. ASTER is not just a token exchange platform. It offers leverage that is said to reach 1,000 times, complete with hidden orders and anti-front running protection. This means you can open large positions without fear of being front-run by bots that tend to snatch your orders from the front. For active traders, this clearly makes the trading experience much safer and more tactical. They can implement strategies without worrying about their orders being snatched by malicious algorithms. Second, its volume and liquidity immediately become very high in a short time. Usually, new DEX take a long time to attract users, but ASTER seems to be instantly flooded. This indicates that market interest in this project is very high. Whether it's because of the cool technology, the impressive rewards, or just the viral effect, the fact is the market responds very quickly. And in the crypto world, quick responses are a sign that people see great potential in it. Ketiga, komunitas itu sangat aktif. Influencers, analysts, even major traders are discussing ASTER. The timeline is full of discussions, threads, and analysis comparing ASTER to top-tier DEX projects like DYDX or GMX. A community this lively can fuel hype and also serve as free marketing with crazy effects. Keempat, konsep sistem trade and earn. So you not only profit from trading, but also get additional incentives from your participation in the ecosystem, like opening a position, but also earning cashback and bonuses for helping to fill their liquidity system. The concept is similar to trading while staking, which is now starting to become a new trend in DeFi. And finally, for professional traders, ASTER is like a new paradise. They can open extreme positions without the restrictions usually found on traditional exchanges. Tidak ada batas leverage konvensional, tidak ada KYC yang rumit, tidak perlu menunggu persetujuan, semuanya berjalan langsung di blockchain. For those who are skilled at reading charts and understanding risk management, ASTER is a platform that can open up many opportunities. But remember, bro, as I often say, the higher the seemingly cool features, the higher the risk usually is. The more complex the system, the more things that can go wrong. And the greater the potential profit, the thinner the line between profit and potential loss. So, enjoy the technology, but don't get carried away by the features. Now let's discuss its dark side, bro. Because behind all the fancy features and the hype that looks cool, ASTER also has some red flags that you can't take lightly. First, the token ownership is highly centralized. There are reports from some blockchain analysts saying that most of the ASTER supply is held by just a few wallets. And you know what that means, right? Jika seekor paus bosan dan menjual sejumlah besar, harganya bisa turun drastis seketika. The DeFi market isn't as strong as stock exchanges, bro. One big move can cause the price to fall like a rock. So even if the project looks cool, if the distribution isn't fair, the risk is very high. It's like playing poker, but one person holds almost all the chips on the table. Second, there are reports of users having trouble withdrawing on the Arbitrum network. They said there was a technical error that caused their funds to get stuck for several hours or even days. And you know, bro, in the DeFi world, a reputation for unable to withdraw funds is very dangerous. Once such issues arise, people can immediately panic, trust is lost, and the domino effect can be long-lasting. Maybe this is just a temporary bug, but still, for a newly launched project, this is a yellow signal. Ketiga, leverage 1000 kali tidak main-main. It sounds cool, but for most relaxed investors like you and me, this is just a quick path to a margin call. Satu arah lilin yang salah, dan modal Anda bisa menghilang dalam sekejap. And the worst part, many beginners think that high leverage features are instant profit opportunities. But in reality, it's a suicide tool if you don't understand risk management. High leverage is like a sports car without brakes, bro. Fast. But once you turn wrong, it crashes hard. Keempat, overly hype seringkali menandakan pompa dan buang. Prices can spike wildly at the start due to airdrops, giveaways, and influencers. But once the token supply begins to open, boom, it crashes badly. This has happened in many previous projects. They started with big promises and a militant community, but once the momentum is gone, everything remains a memory and a long red chart. That's why, bro, before you chase the hype and follow the FOMO wave, remember an old saying: the more promises, the greater the potential disappointment. In the crypto world, what's sweet up front is often bitter behind. So don't just look at the promos, also see who's in control, how solid the code is, and how transparent the team is. Karena hype bersifat sementara, tetapi kerugian dapat bersifat permanen. In my personal opinion, bro, for now, ASTER is not yet suitable for daily installment payments. I'm not saying the project is bad. Yeah. I just see this from a realistic perspective. This project is still very new. Its hype is high, but it doesn't have a clear track record yet. There is no evidence of long-term stability. It hasn't proven how they will manage liquidity. And most importantly, the token distribution is still unhealthy. Crypto is a tough world, bro. Many projects are born with good intentions, cool features, strong teams, but still fail because the hype dies down before the ecosystem matures. And ASTER could fall into that category if not careful. That's why, for now, I personally prefer to be an observer. I'll monitor the development first, see if the team can truly deliver on their promises or if they're just good at creating buzz. Jika kamu masih ingin mencobanya, pertimbangkan saja koin ini sebagai hiburan. It's okay to buy a little bit to experience the sensation, but don't use the serious money you usually use to buy BTC, ETH, or XRP on it. Just think of it like snacking on fried snacks. Tasty for a break, but don't make it your main food. It's very different from big coins that already have strong fundamentals, high liquidity, and real adoption. ASTER is still in the proof phase, and at this stage, the risks are much higher than the opportunities. So personally, I will wait until the tokenomics are clearer, the distribution is more even, and all the initial bugs are fixed. Jika kemudian ASTER dapat melewati masa kritis ini tanpa drama besar, maka kita bisa membicarakannya layak dibeli secara angsuran. For now, I'll just watch from the stands while sipping coffee. So that's my honest review, bro, about ASTER. Interesting? Ya, potential? Bisa jadi. Tapi aman untuk angsuran harian? In my opinion, not yet. Jika kamu memiliki pendapat yang berbeda, tulis di kolom komentar. Ayo kita diskusikan bersama, santai seperti biasa. Jangan lupa untuk menyukai, membagikan, dan berlangganan agar kamu tidak melewatkan diskusi koin panas berikutnya. See you in the next video. Peace out, bro.